Hi, I'm Allison. I live alone in the woods with my 2 dogs. I'm divorced and I have a grown child. This is week 10 of my weight loss journey. Glad you're here. I have been racked with anxiety today. I'm struggling with some things in life, and I think I've been off my meds for like 3 weeks, and I'm allowed to take them as needed, but I sure feel like they're needed a lot. I'm exercising a lot, and that seems to be controlling my anxiety to a certain extent. But I'm just right now not entirely sure that I'm ready to be all the way off my medication. So I know it's fine either way, like life will go on. But I had wanted to be off my meds a lot. Like that was a big goal. And I might not reach it this time, and that's okay. But I'd be lying if it wasn't kind of a bummer. I had counseling again today. I go to counseling 3 times a week, and I was just recently asked to be a part of a study which would let me go 4 times a week. So the amount of healing I'm doing each week is exponential, but it leaves me feeling raw a lot because I'm spending a lot of time unpacking stuff and reflecting. I fasted last night for 40 hours, something like that. I was gonna break my fast at 24 hours, but I still wasn't anywhere close to ketosis. And I wasn't hungry, so I just kept going. And this morning I was feeling so anxious that I wondered if perhaps it could be related to the fasting. So I decided to eat, and I had a taco, and it didn't seem to help the anxiety. So I don't think I really needed to break my fast, but whatever, I did. I have work this evening. I've got an evening time community-based meeting that I'm helping to host. So there's not really much to show for today, which is Tuesday. I did post a Monday night vlog last night, and I'm just seeing if people enjoy the longer form or the shorter form better. And I'm getting a lot of people saying they want more longer form videos. I'm not sure I have enough life to film to make more longer form videos, but I hear you and I appreciate you. We'll see what the upload schedule continues to be. But I'm in my experimentation phase, and no matter what, there'll still be videos. So thank you all for watching, and I'll try and slip in a few interesting tidbits for the rest of this boring Tuesday. But if you don't see much else until tomorrow's weigh-in, that's what's going on. I just finished my meeting, and I'm so tired. And it was 2.5 hours, but it was good. It was very good. And I think a package came to the door while I was in my meeting. So let's go see what it is. Ooh, it's my scale. Okay, let's open this sucker up. This is a smart scale that I got for free from my health insurance company. And apparently you have to be smarter than the box. There we go. So let's see what they sent me. I'm ready to feel strong, energized, confident, motivated, relaxed, pain-free, happy, active, and unstoppable. That's true. Oh, it's an Omada brand scale, which is actually the company itself. Interesting. So I didn't even know that was a brand of scale. This is right here. How to use your scale. How to use your scale. Press with 1 foot to wake, left foot, wait for a 0, step on, and weigh in. And then there's also an associated app. Okay, I'm gonna get myself set up and then we will do a side-by-side weigh. Well, that's all it's doing, because apparently, because it doesn't realize that the scale has been delivered, it won't work. The app won't recognize the scale until the app's ready. So this is dumb. It says my program doesn't start for 5 days. Does that mean the scale's not going to work for 5 days? Unimpressed. What? That's not a smart scale. They said it was a smart scale. The only thing that's smart about it is that it talks to your phone. It doesn't do body fat. It doesn't do anything. It's just a damn scale. I didn't need that. I already had one of those. Oh my gosh. And now I've somehow gotten myself roped into some sort of stupid health coaching through my employer. Maybe I can get out of it. But that's a huge disappointment, because I'm doing okay and I don't really want anyone to tell me what to do, because I'm just going to get defiant. Now I got to get out of this. Bummer. Okay, and I did some more research today on this keto scale here on these urine test strips. And I thought that because there was a scale, you need to get to the top of it, right? Like that's how I thought it should be. So like I thought that this was good. But actually, we're supposed to be down more like in here. It's called like therapeutic ketosis, the 0.5 to the 1.5. And then way up here at the 16 is actually like ketoacidosis, which is dangerous to diabetics. I'm not diabetic, but I'm not quite sure what to do with that information. But I found it fascinating that the goal is actually kind of like mid to low range on this chart, according to my sources. But I'm no expert. If you know something different, please tell me in the comments. Oh my God, I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack. And I'm trying to exercise it away. I'm not going to end up homeless on the side of the highway. I'm probably not going to die this year. My house probably isn't going to burn down. I'm probably not going to get cancer soon. Oh my God. I white-knuckled my way through the workday and finally decided to meet a friend after work at the park. The park's only a few miles down the road, and it's nice to get out into the woods when I'm feeling like I can't connect my body and my mind. I know my anxiety is just a physical response, but I sure wish that I could get it under control, because my mind knows that what I think is happening isn't really what's going on. I'm safe, I'm fine, and I just can't convince my biology that that's what's going on. After I left the park, I wanted to take you to the top of my neighbor mountain. It's an 18 switchback road, and it carries you up to a summit of about 5,000 feet. But I wasn't expecting what I found along the way. Nope, not bears this time. Something a little different. I think it just got stopped, because that's a solid 8 to 10 inches of snow, and it's only going to get worse. Let me scoot up a little tiny bit, see how close I am to the top. Oh, damn, I'm so close to the top. But I don't want to get stuck by myself way up a mountain. So we're turning around now. Bummer, I wanted to show you the view. Since I was up the mountain in the evening, it was safe for me to stop and take in some of the waterfalls. During the day, there are logging trucks on these roads, and cars have to yield to the trucks as they barrel down the hills. So it's really only safe to explore in the evening times or on the weekends. For some reason, it always feels like it takes so much less time to get back down to the bottom than it took to get to the top. After that, I went and took a look at the river, which is not too far in the other direction. The sun was shining beautifully, and the water was very clear today. I got home from the park, the mountain, and the river quite a few places. They're all within a mile-ish. And the FedEx guy was here and he brought more continuous glucose monitors. I also checked the mail and let's see what else came. Not super exciting. These are adhesive patches to cover my continuous glucose monitor when I swim, and I keep hitting it on the door frames as I'm readjusting to the size of my body. So hopefully this will keep it on my arm for longer. And then I got an inexpensive pedometer watch. I couldn't find a ring that was going to work for me, and I didn't want to spend $300 on anything. So we're going to start with the $30 version, and we're going to see how that goes. Then I also got a dress, which I'll show you in a moment. And here's the dress. Mitch, knock it off. I might take it in a little bit on the sides because it's definitely shaped like a sack, but it's a really heavyweight woven linen. And I love the graphic print. So we'll see what I can do with it as far as making it a little bit better for my size. It's just about time to call Wednesday a day. I've been noticing a few non-scale victories. Things like the receding hairline that I was dealing with is coming back, and my eczema is gone. And I actually skipped a little bit today. Like, I jumped over a thing. That never happens. I don't jump, not even a little bit. My clothes are fitting better. I'm able to shop my closet and regain some things that either stopped fitting or never fit in the first place. My skin is improved. The hairs on my chin are less of a problem. I'm finally sleeping well during ketosis. My skin is so much smoother all over my body. It's like I'm using lotion, and I hate lotion. I even think my autoimmune disease, which is an allergy to the cold, is getting a little bit better. Maybe my body's not quite as taxed as it used to be. So there's a lot of really good things happening, which is why I don't quite understand why my body keeps freaking out with anxiety, but I'll sort that out in due time. I have a couple of exciting things coming up. Make sure you're subscribed. On Saturday, I'm headed to a local tea sampling festival. More information on that to come. And then on Sunday, I'm scheduled for a DEXA scan, which is the most medically accurate way to measure your body composition. So I'm excited to find out how much lean muscle mass is under all this padding, so that I can start to calculate things like my basal metabolic rate and start to dip my toe into some calorie-related exploration. If you're new here and you'd like to know how we got from the beginning to this point, check out the playlist that I'll link here at the end. And if you got all the way to the end, drop me a mountain emoji in the comments. Consider a like and a subscribe. And if you're on your own journey, remember, we've got this. I'll see you in a few days.